with the general, man. We tapping in on the God MC Rakim this evening, man. I'm really amazed that the brother, coming back, dropping a album. I mean, it's been a minute since he dropped, but he has returned, and the brother is, man. I mean, this man is almost like a musical prophet at this point. To be able to come back at 58 years old and still electrify the hip hop world. You know what I'm saying? I see other rappers coming, but Rakim is like, man, the uproar. The uproar that the brother is receiving right now. At 58, motherfuckers ain't even getting that, in their prime. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm seeing a lot of reaction videos, man, and I'm loving it because these is a lot of youngin, a lot of YNs, and that's tapping into Rakim for the first time. I was amazed to see how many reaction videos is up there for Rakim, man. He got a lot of fucking reaction videos. And like peoples is amazed at the fact that he 58 years old. Motherfuckers is amazed that lyrically, man, the man is the greatest. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. The substance of his lyrics is far beyond any of that other shit that you hearing out there. Some niggas got, they got a very crafty style. They can put, they can flip the tongue and all that, but the substance of the shit that they talking is fucking garbage. You know what I'm saying? So you can see where the great, all the great MCs come from Rakim, because that's his style. I don't give a fuck which one of them you point at, whether it's Nas, whether it's Jadakiss, all of them, that's Rakim style. You feel what I'm saying? The lyrical aspect of that. Putting rhymes inside the rhymes. Before that, rappers was like goddamn Dr. Seuss. The two words at the end two sentences rhyme. That's it. The two words at the end of the sentence, and two sentences rhyme, they rhyme together. But this man had all type of rhymes inside the rhyme. He started doing that really scientific rhyme play. You know, yeah, all that scientific rhyme play. And so, yeah, that's and I'm glad to see him and come back and be successful. And I like the way he added Corrupt, who really loved Rakim. Corrupt said that Rakim was his favorite MC. And so, man, and to get Master Killer, get the Wu-Tang, he got some I don't know. I know he produced a lot of the music, but I think he got Daz. And I was wondering that. I say, well, shit, if Corrupt, is on the album, I know, Daz then laced him with some beat. I want to hear that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if RZA was able to lay something down, for Rakim to get a lot of the grace. I heard Dre and Eminem was on it. I ain't into no Eminem. You know what I'm saying? But I think Dre, I don't know if he laced the beat on there or not. But, I'm very eager to hear this motherfucker because I know Rock. He ain't going to come back without having exquisite lyrics. I know that. He wouldn't even waste no time with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I know that every rhyme that nigga spit gonna be exquisite. So this is really gonna be a motherfucking classical album, man, for a lot of cats that want to hear the basics of what real fucking hip hop is. I believe it, but beyond any reasonable doubt. And people want that. That's why so many people doing these reaction videos. Thank you, family. Thank you, family. I appreciate you, man. Real talk. Real talk. But, Rakim is, has always been the GOAT. As soon as I heard the nigga, I seen how the game changed. You know, when you talking about somebody that changed the game, niggas wasn't rhyming, wasn't no Nas's, it wasn't no Jada Kisses, and you know all these technical lyricists that you got today. None that did not exist. You know, niggas was rapping like nigga the Sugar Hill Gang and all of that. You know, and so, you know, the new age, you know, getting money and shit, you know, them niggas was on the album covers with Gucci suits and shit. Niggas wasn't doing that. Niggas was not doing that, man. You know, them niggas had big, you know, niggas had gold chains on, but these is the first niggas I seen. Nigga that came with Gucci suit, big chain, gold chain, money, you know, but see, but still, Rakim ain't that kind of nigga for real. You know, he was kicking the science. So yeah, you know, it brought attention on how niggas get fresh and shit. But lyrically, the nigga was spitting golden lyrics. You know, words of upliftment and shit, and you know, and he didn't compromise. You know, some niggas can rap and you know they so lyrical till they compromise the song. Yeah, they rhyming and shit, but you can't put a song together. And so that's the difference between Rakim, where he could, you know, he put all that shit together, man, and the song bumping. Not too many lyrical niggas can do that. They too lyrical. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and on Nas is another one of them that could do that. Rakim, you know, and so yeah, a lot of people been out there talking about Big Daddy Kane. That Big Daddy Kane cannot fuck with Rakim. Y'all need to stop that bullshit. Big Daddy Kane had, nigga, the only album Big Daddy Kane had was the first album. Yeah, Tupac is another, but Tupac is on another level. You know what I'm saying? He's on another level. But Rakim is still the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, man, listen here. If it wasn't for Rakim, this shit wouldn't even be like that. You know, it wouldn't even be no motherfucking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So certain, you know, groups you can't even take out of there. You know, you can't even take out of the pyramid because that shit'll collapse. You know what I'm saying? But Tupac came way later. You know what I'm saying? Tupac came way later. We talking about the golden age. You know what I'm saying? And Pac is an ignorant motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I love him to death. But, you know, when it comes to that lyrical, you know, Rakim is the greatest, nigga. Don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know, but that Big Daddy Kane argument, y'all could put that up. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Big Daddy. Big Daddy Kane was straight, but he couldn't fuck with Rakim. Rakim got on Big Daddy Kane with Follow the Leader, and that was a rap. He when he came with Follow the Leader, he put Big Daddy Kane in the dirt, man. What the fuck is y'all talking about? And, you know, Big Daddy Kane want to be a motherfucking sex. What is they call it? What they call that shit when you want to be a model, nigga? You want to be a motherfucker. Yeah, you want to be a model, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Lupe Fiasco is better than Tupac. Nah, I ain't going that far. You going too far now. You going too goddamn far talking about, you know, the motherfucker better than, man, you know damn well ain't no Lupe Fiasco better than no damn Tupac. Stop that, man. Stop that, man. You doing too much. Nah, man. Y'all niggas take anybody. Y'all be disrespectful. Yeah, yeah, sex symbol. That's what I was trying to. Yeah, sex symbol. That nigga, yeah, that nigga want to be a sex symbol, man. He was doing too much. Yeah, for real. No, Tupac not overrated. See, the thing is about Tupac was a master songwriter. That's the difference. Rakim was a lyricist, but Tupac was a master songwriter. That nigga know how to make hits. Rakim was making hits too now, but he was in a different lane. You know that's your classical rapper. He ain't gonna have all the persona like Tupac. You see, Tupac is a master songwriter. You know what I'm saying? Popular culture. Yeah, he's still talking about what need to be talked about, but he know how to take that shit and create songs. He make hit songs. Not every, no Nobody could do that shit like Tupac. He could make hit songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't require him to be as technical as Rakim to put that shit together. You feel what I'm saying? And so that nigga was making hits. That nigga was in the pocket for a minute. And to be 25 and all the fucking songs that he done made that's a fucking hit. Man, please, that nigga was in the arena with Michael Jackson. When it come to, hit songs, nigga, Tupac was damn near in the league with fucking Michael Jackson, nigga, when it was coming to hit. He was 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? He was just 25 years old. And when you listen to all the songs that nigga got that you could put in right now, and that shit gonna bump right now, and niggas gonna turn up. You can leave that shit alone. Even that Biggie shit. Biggie can't fuck with Tupac. And they know that. Yeah, lyrically he might got to, but Pac is a songwriter. He's not no more. He not gonna be the best lyricist and all of that. He not gonna do that. He's in a different line. He's in a different line. Yeah. Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. And that don't mean I don't like Biggie, but people try to, man, Pac had way too many songs, too many hit songs for motherfuckers to compare Biggie to Tupac. That just didn't make no sense. Biggie it only had 2 albums. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't compare that man to him. That's irresponsible. To compare a catalog with that many hits in it, and then but they want to be disrespectful. That's all. But anyway, family, I appreciate y'all being in the house. Make sure y'all get over there and check out Rakim new hit, a different kind. And you know what? I'm gonna say this about another thing about Rakim. I'm gonna say this shit. That nigga, as old as he is, that nigga stay fresh. He stay fresher than young niggas. Whoever putting that nigga together, every time you see Rakim, that nigga fresh as hell. He don't never come weak. You know what I'm saying? That's the aura about that nigga, and keeping to the culture, always bringing up something in the culture. The way he's standing behind the Pharaoh, and he mentioning things like the Rosetta Stone. The nigga be mentioning shit, and the average nigga wouldn't even know what the fuck he talking about. But the way he crafted, it ain't like he losing nobody, cause the way he crafted, you feel me, it's still for the popular culture, still at the same time. And so, yeah, get out there and enjoy that. You feel what I'm saying? I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Get over there to Patreon, get that work. General Seti, Etsy, One Stop, KingSeti.com. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. Boom, Black Pop.